Hello there everyone. Alex here with Lucksack Games, here for the second half of this league. Sorry again for having to break it into two parts. Something came up in life. So, this is Black-Green Power Matters, Rotting Regisar, Lupine Prototype, Galta, and the Great Henge. Had some pretty close matches, but unfortunately we're currently 0-2. But let's see what we can do as far as the rest of this league. Let's see if we can rally it back into the 3-2. All we need is an opponent. Without an opponent, we cannot play Magic. Let's talk about the deck a little bit more. We have these Lost Legacies against combo. At the time we registered this deck, Cat Combo was legal. Lost Legacy still has its uses, though. That's for sure. Alright, we found an opponent. Let's find out what they're playing in this wide-open Pioneer format. I love this format. Say, don't tell me our opponent ran away. Alright, lost die roll against Spencer Dent. Wonder if this person is related to Harvey Dent, also known as Two-Face. This one's a keep. This hand has a turn 2 Rotting Regisar, which looks pretty good to me. Looks like our opponent, however, went to 6. Oh, Mountain. Alright, taking bets on this Llanowar Elves Survival. I'm going to go with either Slim or none. Ooh, drawing a Forest. Unfortunately, Forest does not cast Rotting Regisar, so we will have to take a shock to get it down, but a 7-6 against Burn should be pretty good. Oh, that's the worst way for our elf to die. Yep. Well, the opponent's down to 3 cards in hand, and little do they know, these Lupine Prototypes will come online. So I'm actually going to play as tapped and play an Elvish Mystic this turn. That allows us to play Rotting Regisar pain-free next turn. Or if our opponent goes to no cards in hand, double Lupine Prototype, which should be a pretty big roadblock. Obviously, we have no intention of chumping. Odd Slash. Targeting us. Shark targeting us. Yep. They're down to 1 card in hand. I think since they're down to 1 card in hand, I'm actually just going to go Lupine Prototype, Grimflayer here. And pass the turn. So Lupine Prototype cannot attack or block while the opponent has cards in hand. However, if they play 1 more card, then Lupine Prototype can attack or block. If they don't, we can block with Grimflayer. Have you, opponent? Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and run out. Actually, let's start by going to combat. Get in there with Grimflayer, which will likely die. I expect them to have an instant here and then block with Swift Spear. Alright, looks like we're going to get a trigger off. These are all going to the graveyard. I don't think we have any ways to gain life in the main deck. 1, 2, 3. Rotting Regisar. And another Prototype. Alright, opponent. Obviously, they kept a card in hand there, which allows them to play around these Lupine Prototypes, but next turn we will be empty-handed, which is also the condition for Prototype. Also, if we are able to empty our hand, we will be in a position where we can swing for lethal, where they will be forced to chump block. Sounds like a good plan to me. Actually, we're guaranteed to get our hand empty, right? Thank you, Regisar. Alright, let's get to combat. So because I don't want to die to a hasty dude on the backswing, I'm only going to get in with these. Leave Elvish Mystic back on chumping duty. They could have a shock or something here, but that seems fine. Deal 12 to them, trigger Grimflare. Let's see if this happens. Oh, this looks like some sort of effect. What have you, opponent? Even if they kill Grimflare here, they're still taking 10. Alright, they're just going to Ruins us and hope to draw the burn spell off the top. Seems like good line. Alright, we're just going to have to hope that burn does not rip it off the top. All of these go in the graveyard. Alright, opponent. What'd you draw? Are we dead or did we kill you? Are you dead or did we kill? Uh-oh, this is feeling dead. Feeling dead. Oh no, not searing blood. No. No, is this like a lava runner or something? Skewer. Alright. Alright. I can accept that loss. So, this Whip of Erebos, I'm pretty sure this has lifelink. Yes. These Fatal Pushes. Probably won't have too much time, so we're going to cut down to one of each of those. We don't really need Trample, we need Stay Alive. The rest of this all seems fine, though. Thoughtseizes are... I'm going to go ahead and cut Thoughtseize and bring back Angulta and try it like that. We were really close. We just needed to fade one draw step against Burn. Story of my life did not fade it. Oh well. Oh well. If there's any way you feel that we could have played that differently, please definitely let me know in the comments down below. I always feel like there's a different line I could have taken against Burn that I didn't. Ideally, now that we're post-board, we get to jam a turn 2 Rotting Regisaur into a turn 3 Whip of Erebos. It's kind of magic I'm looking to play against this Burn opponent. We would like to be on the play. Oh, that's right. We were also on the draw last game. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. And has turn 1 Dork, turn 2 Rotting Regisaur. Like a plan to me. Wonder if they brought in Shadows for the Lupine prototypes. Definitely got online. I think maybe a turn too late. Alright, opponent is once again on a Mold of 6. Let's go ahead and start with an Elf. Let's see if it gets Searing Blooded. Blooded, Blazed, whatever it may die to. Yay, we're going to get to keep our Llanowar. We don't want to trade here because we really want to jam Rotting Regisaur next turn. A 7/6 is really, really hard for them to deal with. Alright, opponent, here's our 7/6. Go ahead. Question is, do we want to jam Thoughtseize? Not sure. Not sure if we want to jam Thoughtseize or if we want to discard it. I think the lines actually discard the Mystic and play out the prototype and Thoughtseize them. Turn 2 Rotting Regisaur. Definitely one of the mottos of this deck was turn 2 Rotting Regisaur. Alright, what have you, opponent? Is this an Eidolon? Searing Blood the Dork. Alright, sure, I can respect that. I can respect that, so we're going to go ahead and yield to this. I'm still going to discard the Mystic. Woohoo! Woohoo! Second Regisar, huh? Second Regisar. Alright, I'm in for that. So let's get in for 7. Probably won't block. Yep. And then second Regisar opponent. How's a second Regisar for you? I've got 2. I will have no cards in hand next turn. That's for sure. 2 Rotting Regisars. Feeling good. I think if they attack with Bowmat Courier, we don't block because we have lethal on the backswing unless they have a blocker. And, then again, not blocking it turns on Skewer the critics. Alright. I realize that there's no wrong way to skin this and calls it a game. Let's see how we do here for the last one. See if there's any changes we want to make. This is what we want to do. It's a little rough to keep in all the dorks, knowing that they still have all these Searing Blaze effects. But maybe they won't game 3 because we Rotting Regisar'd them today. Roar, Dino. Big scary Dino. 7/6. Has some form of drawback of enabling our Lupine prototypes. You know, drawbacks. Looks like the opponent is definitely reboarding here for game 3. Fortunately, we do have to win game 3 on the draw against Burn. Not exactly ideal. Not exactly ideal. That's the kind of draw we need, though. Like, that draw probably would have got us there even on the draw. Turn 2 Reggie is... There's a reason he's the king of all dinosaurs. Galta would like to have a word with him. But it's not legendary, which is definitely upside. Alright, opponent. Would you like to be on the draw with your burn deck? Something tells me they're not gonna. What have you? What have you got? Alright, so we know they're gonna be on the play. We just don't get to make a mulligan decision yet. So hopefully everyone out there is having a wonderful day, morning, night, wherever you are. And hopefully everyone is enjoying the content. This is definitely a bit of a spicy deck sent in by my friend. And definitely wanted to run it through a league. I wish I had a little bit more lifelink. But thankful for the cards I have, definitely. Well, there's one of the cards I recommended in my opening hand. No second black source for any of it. And a pile of interaction. This is going to be our keep. So, Liliana, Heretical Healer was my suggestion. It flips into a walker, but it has lifelink on the human side. So, we're hoping to rip another black source here, because that would enable both Whip and Lily. Soul Scar Mage, yep. Well, look at that. If that isn't a black source, then I don't know what is. So the reason why we left up this Fatal Push is because they're likely going to play... I'm actually okay with just Abrupt Decaying the Eidolon. So let's go ahead and push Soul Scar Mage off the cliff. Yep. Oh look, a trophy too. Oh look, a trophy too. So opponent, if they're intelligent, goes right to combat here. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and take this Eidolon and put it away. We're going to take 2. Eidolon's good because even when you kill it, it still damages you. So we still take 2. Let's see what the opponent's follow-up is. Because skewers and such are enabled. They did skewer us. and strike us. Ooh, we're down to 12, but they have no cards in hand. So we're actually going to go a little bit lower here and shock this in, and I'm going to get this Liliana down now. Because they have to rip a bolt basically off the top to answer it. If they don't, we're in a very good position. Haha, they didn't. We got there. Woohoo! All right, we won a match. I knew this deck had it in it. Knew it. I didn't even know we had the Whip of Erebos. To be fair, we didn't have many creatures to pair with it, but lots of creatures in the deck. A 2/3 lifelinker is good enough, though. That's Murderous Rider. Alright, Gamer Garf. If one of these was a black source, I'd probably keep, but I might probably mulligan this on 7. I'm gonna get a lot of people mad at me for this keep. Bottom of Thoughtseize. It still needs a black source like the first hand, but with any black source, the whole hand is unlocked, so I'm in for that. Basically, only have one draw step at it, though, so if not, we do get to play this Lupine Prototype on 2, which isn't terrible. Ooh, Llanowar Elf Mirror. Needs to draw a land, draws the 12 drop. Let's see if we can make that 12 drop a little bit cheaper. The Sculpta currently costs 6 less, so it is only a 6 drop right now. Whenever another green creature gets it bigger, then if that creature is bigger, put another one. Oh, good. Oh, good. Opponent might be running Lupine Prototypes too. Well, with the second Lupine Prototype, this Ghalta all of a sudden is very castable. If we win this game without ever drawing a second land, I'm just gonna die laughing. Yeah, that's fine. Draw. Ah, well. Unfortunately, we hit the land, so we don't get to say we win this game without ever hitting a land drop. So this costs 2, if I understand correctly. And then we can shock this in and Thoughtseize our opponent, which is going to hit us pretty hard. But if the opponent plays a land next turn, these Lupine Prototypes are down. So let's see if they just jam. Oh, good. Oh, they read Lupine Prototype. Oh, no. The opponent read our Magic card. The opponent read our Magic card. They almost jammed right into it. Darn. Darn. Alright, well, let's draw here. Reggie Boy there was pretty good. Alright, so I think the first thing we should do is Abrupt Decay this thing. Get it off the battlefield. Get it out of here. Now we'll attack with our 12/12. This has trample too, right? No, it should. Yes, it does. Oh my god, it's beneath the cost reduction, of course. I knew that. They're gonna block with their 6/6. That seems fine. Trample over. Yeah, that block was weird. I'm not sure what that follow. Ooh. Interesting. All right, that's a good follow-up. This is. That's a hell of a top deck. Yep, no blocks. Definitely gonna take that one on the chin. So I can't play Regisaur and Trophy here, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd be able to turn on these Lupine Prototypes. So I think what I'm gonna do is just get in with Ghalta. Killing this as much as I'd like to get in at my opponent. Laying them untap with just that much mana is just insane. Alright. Opponent quite interestingly chose just to let it go. Okay, opponent attacks with both these, which is also quite interesting. So we're going to go ahead and go to blocks. Block here. Then we're going to Assassin's Trophy the land, so that they have one less attacker. Alright, that's good enough. That's good enough. We have big enough things in play that they consider that game. We found the matchup that Galta is just going to be insane in. The Who's Bigger mirror match. Alright, so in the dick measuring contest, you know who's the biggest? The 12-12 is the biggest. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring in this Liliana. These fatal pushes. They look like they were mono green, so I feel like these lupine prototypes were good there for enabling Galta, but won't be as good post-board. This Questing Beast I feel is going to be insane. I'm actually going to cut Nylea, although I might be bringing her back in because it depends on how relevant Trample feels. They feel like a ramp deck, which means that Trample would be a little bit less relevant. What have you up? Alright, well this hand's mana is a little painful, but we're going to keep it. Probably Traverse on one to try and offset some of the pain of this mana base. Unless we, well, not exactly what we wanted to hit on one. Let's see, let's go ahead and shock this in. And Thoughtseize our opponent. Take a bunch of life, and hopefully they only have one big payoff. Huh. They have a bunch of big payoffs. They can't cast Steel Leaf Champion off of the mana from Burning Tree Emissary. But if they just cast Burning Tree Emissary next turn, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, let's go ahead and take that away. They have pretty good top end there. Burning Tree Emissary, Surok, and Nissa. So we're kind of hoping they whiff on lands a little bit. Yep, hopefully just one Burning Tree. Burning Tree into Llanowar. That's not ideal for us because that enables Nissa next turn if they hit a land. And if they don't, they get to play a Surok. That was great. Alright, black-green. Alright, so it's only a 2-2. But this Rotting Regisaur should be quite the roadblock. Double check what Surok does here. Yeah, he gives himself haste. Snap trade here because we are definitely on the defensive this game. By which I mean we are dying rather rapidly. Second Regisaur was great. Alright, so let's get this Rotting Regisaur down. This Nissa is going to murder us, though, if we don't hit an Assassin's Trophy in this next, basically, draw step. Oh god, I'm sorry, I lied. Double Castle Garenberg? Oh, there's a forest. Well, here's Surok. Yep. Interesting to see if they get in here. They should. Six, 7, 8. Alright, let's block here and go to 4. Alright, beginning of my turn, let's discard Overgrown Tomb, draw. This is non-land. Yep, target non-land permanent. 3, 4, 5 currently getting through. So I can start by traversing. Traversing grabs a swamp. Haha, haha. I lied, there's no swamp in this deck apparently. Well then, I'm pretty sure that kills us because now I have to take a pain to cast this Liliana. So I'm pretty sure we're dead, but let's let the opponent figure that out. Shame this was abrupt decay. If it had been Assassin's Trophy, there's a chance, maybe not. Oh no, it's anything. We can't beat anything. They're also playing Galta. Just for the record, this is why you shouldn't concede. We just got a ton of free information that the opponent is playing Galta. So we're dead. Exaxes still. But we now know they're also playing Galta, which is good to know. Good to know. That's hilarious. That means they were probably laughing about dying to it game 1. Considering this Lost Legacy is for Nissa over these Abrupt Decays, I don't know whether or not that's correct, but it's what I'm going to go with. We would like to play first. This one's a mulligan, but this one's an interesting hand, that's for sure. It's a hand of magic cards that our deck can produce. Let's go ahead and keep this one and put a forest back. So let's go ahead and lead on Forest Traverse and go get a swamp. There's not a swamp in this deck. Okay. So there's not a swamp in the deck. Hopefully I remember that for the rest of this league without having to be reminded again. Never punished, drew it off the top, woohoo, always lucky, all that good jargon. Still, having to take 2 life for it is way worse. Can we beat multiple Burning Tree Emissaries? I don't think we can beat multiple Burning Tree Emissaries. Let's take away 2 power. We basically need to rip Rotting Registrar off the top. Be great. They're going to Burning Tree into Burning Tree here. Ooh, I lied. They're going to Steel Leaf Champ. That's marginally better for us, actually. Only 1 card type so far. I don't think I want to traverse for another land, so we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. I'm pretty sure it's only a sorcery in our grave currently. Alright, so here's the great thing. This has Formidable, which requires 8 or more power. Oh no, they're going to have it with double Burning Tree too. God damn it. Alright, well, we have to kill the Surrock. Gonna target himself, of course. We're gonna kill him. And we're gonna go our turn and hope to draw our 7/6, I guess. Opponent's deck's sweet. I feel like we kind of cheesed him out game 1 now. Something big. Something real big. Thoughtseize, huh? We have died. Well done, opponent. Well done. Alright. Alright. Let's go into our final match. See if we can get some of our money back. It's kind of hilarious. They were a Galta deck too. Should have known, I guess, by Steel Leaf Champion, but I was figuring Devotion. Especially with Nissa seeing it game 2. Alright, we found our opponent for our last match of this league. Now, after this video, I'm going to go ahead and do a league with Boggles as well. Because it's a deck I'm considering playing for a Pioneer event coming up. And if I do register it, I want some practice. Opponent, you could pick any card in your hand except Land or Waste and make it into a land, and I'd keep this. Literally any land in our deck. Since you can't do that, we're going to mulligan. Alright. We can keep this. Not ideal, because obviously this is our black source, and we can't go get one with Traverse. I'm going to bottom 1 of the Traverses and pass the turn. That's bad. Oh, opponent's on a mold of 6. I guess it's a little bit better for us, but this Bowmat Courier is going to help them recover from that pretty quick. We are definitely interested in trading for this Land of Elves. Hopefully opponent doesn't have Searing Blood. But if they don't, we are trading Bowmat Courier for Land of Elves in a heartbeat. Spire Bluff Canal, so they're not the mono red version. They're the Emery version. Yeah, they are. Little do they know, I'm going to snap make this trade. Boom. Thank you, opponent. Alright, so do we Thoughtseize them here plus play another Dork? That feels like the line. It's a little painful. This is a 3 damage Thoughtseize, but let's take away what they've got. And Soul Artifact. That's Thoughtseizing that turn was 100% correct in case anyone was curious. Alright, opponent, what'd you draw for turn? Alright, just equipping's fine. Let's see if the opponent sacks Hope here. Nope. Well, good. They didn't sack Hope, and we drew the exact card to punish them, not sacking Hope. So do we want to kill Hope, or do we actually want to just make every creature they draw from here on out worse? I think we just turn it into a non-threat, and then it doesn't matter that they have a Hope. Alright, get this Lupine prototype down and pass the turn. We should be able to cast anything in our deck next turn, so this Lupine prototype's going to start swinging at them. Take one. Alright, so Traverse only has 3 types currently. Let's go get a Forest, play the Forest, play out this Grimflare, and then let's go to combat. Let's brawl, opponent. Rarg. Take 6. Alright, well that's land. That's 1, we can take that, that's fine. That's a Questing Beast. Ooh, that's a Questing Beast. Yeah, let's go to combat. Let's go to combat. I'm excited for combat. Let's get in there with our dudes. Sha-sha-sha! Sha-sha-sha! Alright. Let's go ahead and bin all of these, which should turn on our Delirium. Yep, we now have a 4/4. Alright, opponent, 9 us. 9 us. Oh, I lied. Don't actually 9 us. Yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yes. Do you have Shrapnel Blast as your last card? Oh my god, they do. Oh, that's great. Alright, we died. Wow, what a game. Alright. Alright. Let's game these Fatal Pushes and this Liliana. This Whip of Erebos. These Gotlas feel much less powerful here. Same with this Nylea. And let's get in there. Wow, they had exactly in Soul Artifact Shrapnel Blast, the only combination of cards in their deck that killed us that turn. Opponent exploded in my brain. Alright. Alrighty, opponent. Actually, we probably want these Golgari Charms too. Yeah, I'm in for that. Golgari Charm, even though we have a bunch of 1/1s in our deck as well, the opponent's going to be trying to Ensoul Artifact theirs. Thankfully, we do have a bunch of ways to interact with Ensoul Artifact, including the Golgari Charm we just brought in. This is a keep. So this is a turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Thoughtseize Lupine prototype. Once again, a little bit painful on the mana, but that's fine. If they had been Blooming Marshes last game, we would have survived as well. Run as fast as you can. Can't catch me, I'm the Gingerbrute man. Alright, that time they didn't trade in because last game we definitely did trade with their Bomat Courier, and I didn't think they expected it. So this game they don't want to fall for that again. Alright. The Smuggler's Copter's not that big of a deal. It's probably what they'll play next turn. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take away this Shrapnel Blast. And I'm going to play Lupine Prototype. Pass turn to them. They're likely just to jam Smuggler's Copter here, which is pretty alright for me as the guy with double Fatal Push in hand. Yep. Now they can't even crew it, so sweet. Let's go ahead and bring this in tapped. Attack them for 1 and pass the turn back. When they crew the copter, we'll push it off a cliff. Don't think about it too hard, chat. If you think about how we pushed a motorized scooter off a vehicle, or off a bridge, too hard, about how it killed it somehow, you'll damage your brain. Yep, Ghost Fire Blade. Yep, this is a crew. They go to combat, they're gonna probably equip. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so here's where we're gonna go ahead and push this off a cliff. Alright, no attacks this turn for them. Pretty good for us, and they're down to 3 cards in hand. Alright, so let's just go empty-handed this turn. And start getting in there with Lupine Prototype. Let's go ahead and Fatal Push this. Trophy that, and we can start getting in there. Start chunking in. Start ripping some of our top end off the top of our deck. That's why it's called top end, because it's on the top of our deck. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, not another Smuggler's Copter. Ooh, Smuggler's Copter plus no creature is good, though. Alright, we have to play this pre-combat in order to enable us to be able to attack. Alright, let's, we're swinging with everyone because it's lethal in 2 if they both hit both times. Alright, switch, send it back to the opponent. Huh? Huh? Are we gonna go to game 3? Go into game 3, opponent? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Alright. Deck's great. Life's great. Magic's great. Let's go. Send it back. Thoughtseize is great. His hand is terrible. Alright, we'll listen to Mole. This one's going to be a begrudging keep. And this Urborg's why we don't have basic Swamp in the deck, which was definitely a misplay. Let's put back the non-full art one. So it sends Thoughtseize into a 5/5. That's not too terrible. Let's see if this is a Gingerbrute attacking us on 1. Run as fast as you can. I can't catch him. He's the Gingerbrute man. Ooh, Fatal Push, huh? Fatal Push definitely means I'm leaving a Soul Artifact in their hand. Huh. Bye-bye Hangerback Walker. Their hand is very bad. Their hand is very bad. We might be able to just empty out on them. Yeah, Bromat Courier is fine. Ooh, double Bromat Courier is a little rougher for us. So, Traverse also not super ideal here for us. We're going to go ahead and get Lupine Prototype down here and pass the turn. They can't attack or block, which means we're taking a bit of a beating here. But hopefully next turn we're able to do a little bit more. Interesting, they didn't fire up the Mutavault. Must be planning on cracking one of these Bromat Couriers. Revoker. Yeah, sure. What you gonna name, opponent? I don't... No idea what the opponent could be naming here. They named Grimflayer. God damn it, we're gonna lose this, aren't we? God damn it, opponent just named Grimflayer with their Phyrexian Revoker, and we're gonna lose this, aren't we? Alright, so... Reverse 1. Oops, we forgot to click on something. We didn't forget to click on something. Fatal Push on this thing. Then let's check their hand. I think we know their hand. It's Teamer Battle Rage. Is Thoughtseize worth taking away Teamer Battle Rage? Is the line here just Thoughtseizing ourselves? No, because if we Thoughtseize them, we can still attack. Alright. Alright. I'm in. We are very close to dead. Very, very close to dead. Two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. The opponent wants us dead. I think we need a Liliana Heretical Healer off the top. Yeah, see, this is why we had to attack. See how the opponent just kept a card in hand and got in there? That'd have been what happened to us, too. They had shrapnel. Oh my god. Alright, well, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles, chat. So we ended this league 1-4, but had a ton of fun and got janked the fuck out match 5. So if everyone out there enjoyed what they watched, definitely hit that like button on this video. Hit that comment button. Hit that subscribe button to keep these videos coming your way. Alex here with Lucksack Games, wishing you an awesome night.